Breathe. Everybody, whole breathe. Yeah.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? This is my first time up. I gotta ask a question. I had a little issue at work this week, as you can see. I'm a 6'4", I'm a rather big black man, in case you didn't notice. From the hood, I grew up around the way. And this was my ringtone the other day. Just let me know if you think this is kosher. Is that okay? I wasn't sure if that was okay. That's just how I roll, though. I'm a little different. Real quick, I was thinking, you ever see how you get some fellas and fellas be hanging out with your friends and you get in a conversation that was kind of not really what you were prepared for and you're kind of stuck? So I'm in this conversation with a friend of mine I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, hey man, how's everything? He said, man, you know, I'm doing good, still got my job. And I'm like, that's what's up, man. And he's like, you know, I'm like, how's your kids? And he's like, oh man, my kids are doing good at school. And I'm like, that's what's up. And so I'm like, well, hey man, how's your wife? And he's like, well, she's screwing my boss and my brother and she's pregnant. She gave me herpes. And I'm like, that's what's up, man. Like, you know, you get stuck sometimes and you're not really sure what to say. Or even worse than that, you ever have a friend who just has the cliches, but they never fit, and that's kind of all he has for you? And you're talking to him, you're like, man, you know, they're talking about downsizing at my job, and they don't know what they're going to do. You know, the recession's hit. I might lose my job. And you're like, what do you think? And he's like, go hard or go home. And you're like, what the hell does that have to do with my job situation, dude? Like, I'm about to get fired. So anyway, back in the day, I used to work nights, and this guy almost stole my joke. I had this whole Maury Povich joke set up, and I'm gonna do it anyway. So, the thing about Maury Povich, I love Maury Povich. And the thing about Maury Povich that always got me was, when the guy comes out, no matter how grimy he is, he can be out there, 5 baby moms, none of them are his. She's a hoe, she's dirty, I never slept with her. The worst dudes always come out, they give their finger to the crowd. Oh, you don't know me, this, that, and the third. They always come up to Maury like, not respect, Maury, I want to respect you for your show. I don't want to disrespect you, you know, and then you get out there. And so I'm watching Maury, and I always wondered, if I could go back in time, what would the first Maury Povich episode be like? You know, I'm sure we've all remembered the story of how Jesus came to us, the Immaculate Conception, and I'm thinking that would have been a real interesting paternity episode, where you got Joseph and Mary and the Holy Spirit out there, right? And Mary comes out and she's like, Maury, I haven't been with nobody, I'm still a virgin, it's gotta be the Holy Spirit's baby. And Joseph comes out and he's like, you know, Maury, I just want to be a father, I just want to do what's right, but I need to know, you know, if it's mine or not. And then the Holy Spirit comes out, so the camera just like shows nothing walk out, but it comes up and it moves the chair away from the other two, just to show he's a little angry, right? So then you know, Maury goes through his thing, and Mary's crying, and Maury gives Joseph that same pep talk he always gives guys, where he says, you know, I'm raising a baby that's not mine, and you can be a father to that baby no matter what. Let's look at the test results. So the test results come out, and he's like, Mary, when it comes to Joseph, he's not the father. And Joseph crawls, he falls on the ground, he's crying, and then he says, Holy Spirit, you are the father. And then the chair just flips over, and nothing just walks off the stage. He's all mad, and the crowd's booing, right? That would be like crazy. And then they do the reunion show, like 5 years later, and they bring Joseph out, and he's like, I'm raising this kid, Maury, but I'm struggling, Maury, and they show Jesus backstage in a little type of wading pool, walking on water, just in a little circle, just walking on water, and Joseph's like, he never listens to me, He's always talking about, you're not my father. My father can do anything. You're nothing. You know, if you think you're so bad, split the Red Sea. Like, my father can do that. You know, how could you deal with that pressure of raising God's child? I just thought that would be a very interesting Maury Povich show. So anyway, thank you. You want a clap? That's my first class. I'm so humble. So anyway, the other thing I was thinking about earlier, actually, you know what? I think I'm running short on jokes. So anyway, actually, the other thing okay, well, it's good that I'm running short on jokes because I'm running short on time at this point. So at this point, I think I'll just end it there. Thank you very much for your time.
I love when very good. That was great. All right. Yeah, so now my focus joke now the window. So